Good morning. How are you now? It is sunrise. Man, I'm getting scruffy. Scruffy looking nerf herder over here. I'll get sharp today. Ooh, pretty gnarly. She's protecting her buddy. Yeah, protecting her buddy. Uh, no chemtrails today yet. They turned them off yesterday too because the trails actually disappeared right after yesterday. So they said no trails, no chemtrails yesterday. We'll see about today because I am keeping track when I see chemtrails and when they're running normally. Oh, loady, loady, loady. It is kind of chilly. Not quite crisp, but on the cusp. On the cusp of being crisp. Quietly curious. Quantif. What is that? Quantum? Quantum? What is the other word? Quantivatively? Quantitatively. Quantumlatively? Oh my god. Quantum. That is a cool word. I can't say it. Quant. Quantif. Quantivatively? Quantum. Quantumlatively. Quantilatively? I'm saying ladle. Quantumly. That's not right. Quantumly isn't right. It's qualitative. Okay, qualitatively. That is a word. Qualitatively. Maybe. Oh wow. Maybe my brain just mixed those two up or something. Qualitatively. That's where my mind's at this morning. Oh man, our town-wide game of hide and seek we called Ditch 'em because you had to run back to base too. Uh, that was because it was like 10 kids on 10 kids, and that's all the kids in the town. On like we played other nights, but Friday and Saturday night were the big nights where like the little kids and then the bigger kids would all play. That was a really fun time in my life. Childhood, man. Everybody loves childhood. Well, not everybody. There's a whole controversy about how not every kid has a good upbringing, and a lot of people are getting, which is good. A lot of people, I see a lot of people online just like ready to like this one guy. He had a conversation with his sons. He's like, I would you rather me protect kids or be separated for a while? And then his sons were like, protect kids because he's talking about good like he's talking to his sons asking them what they thought because their answer is going to define what he's about to do and stuff like I want to see more stuff like that because I don't know. I used to think I didn't have empathy, but after this, like I'm like, yeah, compared to other people, holy shit, dude, I care a lot about random like strangers compared to other people. I mean, there's a cool um this one lady, all of her content is just calling uh representatives. They're talking. She's mostly talking to the receptionists, but even then, it's like you're working for a pedophile. Like whatever it is. Like I'm sure he'd have to be paying you a lot to work there because it's a job that requires you to protect a child molester. And who knows, all this other stuff with Zionists coming out. It's like, they're eating, they're drinking babies' blood and killing kids. I even heard that they forcefully removed teeth from children so they wouldn't bite down on their rapers' penises. Talk about fucking serious, man. And these people are still being receptionists. Well, I guess I don't. I don't blame them, but like, it's just like I know I'm working for Hitler, but it's something like that. Like I know I'm working for Hitler, and people are okay with it because they're getting paid well by tax money. Like I guess that's the same issue with every single government worker is they may not like it what they're like helping, but they're getting paid well. And it's the people that don't work for the governments, it's basically their money. The hardworking like people's money. And they're not feeling like they're represented. Obviously, because it is an alarming amount of people that don't care that their government is being blackmailed by Zionists who torture kids, babies. It's like, Jesus, man. Why is this not, why is my family like not talking about it? You know? It's just insane, man. Well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to. I know I don't look at Frodo, but I'm old. Who gets that reference? I look young because I've been working inside my whole life, so the sun didn't torture me. So I should be a silver fox by now. I am a silver fox. What does the fox say? Yip 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 yip. Is that it? Is that what a fox says? I said rar, like a fox says. Uh, God, you know what? I like these sun. It's therapy to me. These sunrise talks to my phone and watching Jerry in the background go investigate stuff, new smells from the night before, little critters doing whatever, and she's just like scanning the perimeter, making sure everything's the same as it was when she got in last night. God, I bet Jerry's got an awesome life. Jerry the pupper. She's losing her bones though. Maybe it is entropy. Uh, that's the word entropy. I thought entropy was like when your bones decay, like your skin and bones decay over time. But I thought there was a word where I don't know when you're alive, but I'll just use entropy. Um, Holy crap! Oh, it got colder than when I walked this way. Ugh. Isn't it rad? Isn't it rad? Ugh, man. Autism 1. This is what I think I have. Not diagnosed. Um, until actually, maybe a couple days, I'll be diagnosed, but we're waiting. Autism 1, ADHD, aka ADHD, Asperger's, which I believe is Autism 1 mixed with ADHD. I think that's what Asperger's is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. I don't. Also, Tourette's, OCD, bipolar, like to like smaller degrees. I think the main thing, the most bipolar sucks, but the main thing is like autism 1 and ADHD. Those two mixed together. Um, I've noticed it since I was a kid. I was like, I obviously think differently than other people. Like, because when they hear treat others the way you want to be treated, they don't go all in on that. They hold stuff back. An ADHD person does not, cannot. It's impossible to do. I've tried. That's how. So it's not impossible to do. You can. It's called masking. Um, once you mask, you're walking on eggshells constantly, but with your words, because everyone gets mad at you for. It's not like getting mad, but over time you just realize that when you're talking to other people, you see facial expressions that are like, "Whoa, why did he say that?" And because well, is it not the truth? You know, like even like smaller things, but they all build up to each relationship you have with somebody. Um, the ADHD brain, I don't think can do like decipher when like what people hear as insults. That makes sense, doesn't it? Like I can't tell if this will offend somebody. And it's just regular words. Like, you know, you can tell with the bigger stuff. Like I know if I go out and say okay, for example, if you go out and say like in the middle of Times Square and you say baby raping is bad and eating them after is worse. That shouldn't be a controversial statement. That should be like, yeah, you're right. That's true. I feel like I'm living in a world where it, morally it's better to be ADHD. Could be wrong. What do I know? Does anybody know, right? Everything's a scam. You betcha. Don't you know, tater tot hot dish? Ain't a kitty. Here's a kitty looking at me. Oh, it's really cute, but there's an address right there, and I don't excel at editing these videos, so that's why you get one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. Would you capture it or just let it slip? That is my question for the entire world. Well, that is Eminem's question to the entire world. Marshall Mathers. Marshall Mathers. You know, I felt like this would be a good time to end. I think I got some good therapy out. Thanks for listening. Bye.